Libras, hello, my loves. How is everyone doing this evening? My name is Christina. This is Vivid Vibration. And y'all have the Mother and the Mirror, Thanatos, the Bardo, the River, and the Nectar. Libras, I just feel like caught in this identity that is like, I mean, Thanatos is death, right? I mean, but like in this deck, they're holding on to it. It's like I'm holding on to this fractured identity because I can identify with these people empathetically. But I feel like Libras, your last read was kind of along the lines of your empathetic awareness of all of the people around you and how, like while that is a very beautiful gift to have, when you practice empathy in areas of life that do not call for empathy, you end up really preventing justice, which is a very Libran, like moral, and so you feel and have felt very in conflict with yourself. But I think this internal conflict with self has exhibited itself through external conflicts, right? And you've held on to those conflicts because you've been in an energy of just, I think, frustration because of this internal conflict. And I think you've just been pushing it down and smiling and feeling some type of way while you did it. And you held hands with it because it seemed like the only option you really had. Libras. Feeling a little sassy. I love it. The river and the nectar. But I feel like whatever this, I feel like we revisited that because that leads to this. When you practice empathy in situations that do not call for empathy, when justice occurs, you are not in the line of justice. You were over there. You know what I mean? And I feel like there is this sense of like, oh, fuck. I am not in the line of justice. And I realize that now because I'm seeing all of these different perspectives, and I realize how empathy in the wrong situations can really be a disservice to like sincere concerns and issues that people have and have experienced with these people who I'm showing empathy to. Because it's almost like I need a hero, so I'm going to be a hero to these people. But in being a hero to those people, you weren't being a hero to yourself. And if you can't be a hero for yourself, like the world is a hustling, baby. You know what I mean? Like you got to do it for yourself, right? And yeah, you do get that. You already do know that. That's why you've been in that energy of I'm going to hold on to this identity because this is the identity that I have. Like I actually really have a choice in this. You know? I love it, y'all. I love strong energy. I am always here for it. Okay. I am channeling. I channel full throttle, y'all. I am a full throttle channel. If you are not a full throttle energy, then understand that this energy can resonate at lower levels, that it doesn't have to be all intensive. But like if it's here, like, and I got to roll with it. So I feel like Libras, there is this sense of having to miss out on something that you really want, something that like feeds like a desire that you have. And the reason I think you've been missing out on it is because, like, if you can't practice good judgment, like basic fundamental good judgment, like, then I don't really know. You know what I mean? Like that, like that's a sincere, like, I'm not trying to be an asshole. You know what I mean? But I think that is a sincere question that people can have in terms of like wanting to partner with you in any kind of capacity. Because, like, if you're somebody who practices empathy constantly, then you're not somebody who's really capable of intentionally bringing justice to anything. And that's a statement that will make a Libra go skirt, skirt real quick, you know? But it's a real statement. That's a real feel. You feel me? But it's something that you've held on to because it was like there was this sense of identity that was locked in with you somehow. And I think that the sense of identity really prevented you from seeing things outside of a singular perspective. And when you can only see anything in a singular perspective, you have limited yourself to the umpteenth degree. Because what? No, 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 no. You Libras. Okay. This message is coming through pretty strong. Not going to lie. These are general reads. You can be on either side of the story or dealing with somebody in this energy. Like when energies are strong, they can show up in numerous energies because they overpower, right? Well, I guess we went down that path because the idea of being overpowered is when you have empathy that is being distributed equally, but I'm gonna question that, but like equally, and yet that like equal distribution really did not allow for a rounded perspective that would be conducive to sound decision making. And if that's something that someone struggles with, and that's something that they want you to trust them with, there's going to be a point of contention. And if the question was why, the answer is that. Libras, it's not that you have poor character. It's not that you have an inability to make decisions that are sound, good decisions. I feel like ultimately there is this sense of identity that you've held on to that, like, ultimately fractures you out. And when you fracture yourself out, you yourself become fractured. And when you fracture yourself, you hold on to a faulty foundation. And that doesn't make you a bad person. That doesn't make you an unintelligent person. That doesn't make you somebody who deserves anger or ill treatment or any of those things. You know what I mean? Like our shortcomings, because we all have them, our shortcomings don't negate our worth. And I feel like Libras, there has been this sense of like, I want someone to get me out of here. But because I want someone to get me out of here, I'm going to try and get them out of here. But like my motivation in this subconsciously is a cry for help. Okay, we're going deep with this one because this is what's happening here. This is the conversation that we need to have. It was a cry for help. And the empathy expressed to these people was not from a place of their desire to sincerely change their circumstances. It was from a desire to control where your attention went. And it worked. And that's such a simple answer. It doesn't require any anger. It doesn't require any, like nobody's fighting. Nobody's calling the cops. Nobody's, like whatever. I don't know. Whatever. However resonates for you. Because I feel like I got a lot of Libras in my life personally. Because I love Libras. But it feels like this release of drama. Like nobody wants to fuck with the Real Housewives of anything. You know what I mean? Because them bitches is fake as fuck. And I don't know. I just kind of feel like this, like when you release your grip on this identity, you release it with a broadened perspective that you've gained because you gained it through somebody else's experience. And when you realize that you've gained it through somebody else's experience, not once, but there is this sense of, this time I'm not going to fuck it up. Sorry, but legit, like, I'm here for it, The Eight of Swords, the Wheel of Fortune, the Ace of Swords. Facing your fears, standing in a truth that I think that you had otherwise not been standing in, and turning things around because you are the captain of your own fucking ship. Not me, not them, not them, not them. Like none of them are the captain. You are the captain of your ship. You know what I mean? So you have to be in control of the direction in which it goes. You know what I mean? Like nobody else is going to do that for you. I don't know. I feel like maybe there's this like, I don't chase, I attract. Gems, right now, I don't feel like that's the case. I'm going to be real with you. I'm going to be real with you. I don't think that that's the case. I feel like that has been a mentality that has really kept you isolated from whatever it is that you're afraid that you're about to miss out on. Because, Gems, you want people who are chasing life, right? Y'all are so curious. You want to constantly consume. You want to constantly, like a gem can't sit still. Not really. Like they're doing something. Their mind's doing something. There's something happening here, okay, at all times, right? I love it. I don't know. I like Gems. Love you guys so much. But legit, I feel like there's just been this energy of being so locked in an identity that there's just been like, I mean, the Four of Wands didn't come out for the Santa Muerta deck, but it does kind of have that Four of Wands feel from that deck of just kind of that, like, I'm better off on my own, you know, and you not really understanding what that meant until I think you bear witness to another person trying to take the place that you want. However that plays out for you. That could be in business. That could be even something like with family, you know, and like somebody's getting married and then they have kids and now you're like, you know, like the extra child in another family, and, you know, and it just feels almost like that odd man out. But like now you're further out than you were before. Queen of Cups, Eight of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Moon. I just feel like this sense of like, no, I've been working on it. Like I've recognized where there's been lack, and I understand what all of this means, and I've followed my intuition, and I know what it is that I'm doing. I know what it is that I'm offering. I know what it, like, I just feel like this sense of like, no, I know. Stop. I know. I almost feel like you're cutting somebody off mid-sentence. You're like, excuse me, no. I know the answer. I don't know, because I think of like a classroom. You know what I mean? And like somebody like goes to answer the question and then like another person like cuts them off mid-sentence. Because they want to be the one that gets the answer right. The offering. It's literally what this feels like. That offering, that like that holding your hand up. I don't know, like me. No, shh, I'm talking now. It's my turn to talk. You know what I mean? Like, you stop talking. I'm talking. You know, like that's what that feels like. You don't get a chance to talk. Gems. I don't know how this will play out for y'all. That was a very fun story to tell, though. I enjoyed it. So thank you for sharing your energy with me. If this does resonate with you, please do give me a like, share, and subscribe, because that would be hella dope. And yeah, thank you again for spending some time with me, and I will see y'all again soon. Bye.